be ready to go. Hopefully. Ooh, here we go. Just don't get Oh. Oh, here we go. Is everything working? Yes, we're all good. We're all good. Oh, I've not been commenting for a while. As we're back for X5, the first round of the season for these guys. But we only have 12 drivers. Mr. Bean should join at some point. Well, he disconnected. Should maybe be joining at some point. I don't know. Don't see him. He did disconnect just before he all readied up. Which is a bit unfortunate. Only 12 drivers. So that means don't DNF and you'll get points. Listen to the words of commentary, everyone. Just do the 29 laps and you're guaranteed points. Yes, I'm back, I'm back. I'm so back. It's been a long while. It's actually been a long while since I've commentated. Holy. Actually, no. Counting the excluding the one-off World Cup I did, it's been ages because we haven't raced. I usually do X4 on Mondays, but this Monday I wasn't available because I was away up in the country. So I've just volunteered to do this Sunday instead. We have. Forget about that. Forget about my little life story I'm giving. We've got Nightsy and an Alpine on a lap. Down to turn 1, looking for second or third gear. Pick up the apexes you've done all right there. It's X5, so I have to be a bit lenient on how good everyone does. So yeah, down into turn 4. Because Bahrain isn't the greatest track either. Second gear, up into third. It's going to be a 29.0 for the first sector. Going down, actually. Down into the hairpin. Struggle and traction here, but this guy looks to be using full traction control, so he's not going to have a problem whatsoever. But he does use anti-lock brakes. Anti-lock brakes and full traction is quite an unique combo to have in the F124 game. Don't see that commonly. Three the Haas of. Why is Roy Joe here? He got pole in X4. He's gonna get pole by a whole second. That's what I'm saying. Why is he here? Why is Roy Joe here? He's gonna qualify half a second against the rest. Finish 30 seconds up the field. It's not even going to be a competition. It's like Chaz in X5 all over again. As Snipesy crosses the line with 130.191. Roy Joe is going to destroy that. Yep, there you go. 128.0. 2 whole seconds clear. That's stupid. Why? I don't know why he's here. Admin must be on something to allow him in here. Dion crosses the line, 128.681. Maybe if Dion puts a few laps in, puts a few good laps in, he may be able to challenge Roy Joe. As Mr. Bean has indeed joined back into the lobby, which is good. Sam across the line in the McLaren, just about beating Dion there, 128.6. That was J Fatality. in the Red Bull. I didn't see go across the line there. So it's the Williams on Mini Miko and Crazy. Also got loads of drivers in the 128.6s there. A very close upper field. From Edin down to Dion is all within 700ths of a second as J-Beast has joined. Hello. A bit late. As Gemini. I think that's how you say it. Gemini, I don't know. But he crosses the line with a 139.5, beating his teammate by quite a good amount as Rob2 in the kick Sauber. What I like to call a WhatsApp car. In the 129.9s for his first lap. Everyone managing to get their banker laps in as CWM and Anand on their out laps at the moment. Also, it is hard to warm up the tyres, so drivers have got to really push on the out laps to get temperature in to the tyres. This says, oh, anyone out is stuck in the pits. Everyone else has done their laps, but Anand is it? Oh, Anand. Gotta watch this majestical lap. Running ball with the Visa catch up, RB. Down into turn 1, hooks up nicely on the first apex, gone a bit wide into turn 2, up DRS as soon as possible, which he's done very nicely there, down into turn 4, into fourth gear, third gear, nice wide exit approach, that's a good, that's a good first sector for Anand, 28.890 in the first sector, route downhill into this awkward little apex, it's hard to actually hit the apex there sometimes. We've got a tricky turn, or whatever this is, I was going to say turn 9. Tricky turn 9. We've got to make sure not to lock any, not go deep. That corner is really tricky to actually nail down. And then continuing on, he's very low on the ERS. Yeah, Anand's going to run out of ERS here. So at least he knows for his second lap he shouldn't use as much. The ERS now only on 6% as when the ERS percentage drops below 10%, it applies less power, so you don't get as much of it. Okay. 2 women. I don't know how you say that. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Gemini. Sorry if that's wrong. You got 2 girls of Eden and Gemini, according to Chaz. As Anand crossed the line with an excellent lap on a 138.3. Brilliant stuff. As a run ball with a Ferrari of ExA CWM. Of course. Was it? Did he? Oh, it was so long ago. I'm pretty sure he won the X6 constructors with Zytix, who's now racing X4 CWM. Down in X5, let's see what he can do against the rest, maybe pop into the 128.6 this time. He's going to get a nice slipstream here from the Alpine of Knightsy, just about to start his lap. CWM pops his Ferrari into P7, 129.4. Knightsy going to be beginning their second lap of qualifying, but maybe looking to use all 3 sets of softs. Down into second gear, through the right-hander, maybe could have used a bit more speed through there as they're just about up. Oh, and the rear's gone all over the place there. Still, Knightsy's still going to go for it here. But nope, they backed out. Wise decision there. They let the Roy Joe. Oh, let's have a look at this. Roy Joe on his banker lap beat my Bahrain time I did on Tuesday. Well, I had no practice, so I literally just got back from my holiday that day. But anyways, Roy Joe in the Haas. Can he push it into the 127s and probably be the only person in here to get into the 127s? Roy Joe, a 10th and a bit up on his time. This could possibly be, dependent on his sector 3 time, possible 128.8 lap. But he's low on the ERS, he's just edging that 10% mark on the ERS, but that doesn't matter. to the final corner. He's going to deploy everything he has down to the line with the hat of Royjo. Where does he go? It is a 1:27.8. 7.9. Oh, got it. He's going to be disqualified. Alright, Royjo's going to be disqualified from the race. So he's just having fun then. And so is Dion, because Dion's in X3 and Royjo's in X4. Oh, that reminds me. Pretty sure Royjo has two... Yeah, he has 2 championships. He won the 2 previous 2 seasons in a row. You know, I think Royjo's got a shot at a third championship, or third drivers championship, sorry, in X4. But then again, he hasn't validated, but there's no point. But I feel like I've got quite a good shot at the drivers championship in X3 again. It's like a little race for who could be the EXA's first 3-time champion. Who knows? But Dion there putting in a very good lap of 1:27.9 out of nowhere. While I was having my little own yap session, Dion sit on the front row. Like I said earlier, Dion could get a good 1 or 2 laps in. He might be up there with Royjo, and look at that. He's just below, a 10th behind. Yeah, Roy is going to get disqualified, and so is Dion. So, technically speaking, Ellen... Oh no. Ellen's in X4. Would Ellen get disqualified? Oh no, hold on. I remember seeing Ellen in the X4, but I'm pretty sure she's an X5 driver. Let me just double check with that. No, X4 driver. I'm pretty sure Ellen may get disqualified as well. I'm not too sure. I'll leave that information up to Chaz. He's an admin. He knows who's being disqualified or not. But crazy in the Williams. 1:28.422. Again, pretty sure there are quite a few reserves racing. There's not many of the... I don't think there are many X5 drivers. As we're racing on Saturdays, which is an awkward day to do it. Did I just say Saturdays? I think I did. We race on Sundays, which is quite an awkward time to do a race. And 2 is that you can't really have X5 reserves. Well, mind you, I don't think X5's filled in all 20 seats yet. As I don't know, that was Mini Miko, 1:29.0 currently. For the Williams, is Gemini looks to have backed out of their line. Yeah, they have. I'm pretty sure they have. Or they just set a lap and I didn't see it. But Nazi again going for a second lap this time. Start lap, so it's Rob 2, Nico, DWM. Just cruising along now. Yeah, I think DWM must have done another lap. He's flashing red on fuel, so he can pull into the pit lane. Nico's done their lap. Rob 2 just complete. No. Rob 2's on a lap, sorry. Rob 2 in the kick down, but on a lap. Currently up just about on S6 on down the yellow flag in sector 3. I think that might have been Gemini. I'm pretty sure it was Gemini in the Alpine who caused that yellow flag. No one else was there on the start finish straight on the other fence in their exit. We continue now with Rob 2 through the right-hander. That was an absolute pain in F122. If you know, you know. Touching that curb on the inside line would cause you to spin 2 years ago. Thankfully, that's not the case anymore. Rob 2 was 3 attempts up on his time. Could make Mini Miku start to shiver their timbers slightly as Rob 2 across the line. Where is he going to put his Sauber? Oh, it's just behind Mini in the Williams. 2 thousandths of a second behind. That is close. But I think that's gonna be Rob 2 over, because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be able to get into the pits, get out again with 3.5 minutes to go. Yeah, he's not gonna have enough time here. or if Robson's thought about this and he's put in enough fuel for 2 flying laps, but the tyre wear at Bahrain is very bad, as the game does suggest a 2-stop strategy for this race, but the 1-stop is superior. The 1-stop works. Start on the mediums to lap 9, hard to the end of the race. Perfect strategy. Well, that's what I'm suggesting. Yeah, Robson, he is saving the ERS. We went right on board with him for the meanwhile. Oh no, he is flashing on fuel now. Robson's going to have to pit into the pit lane. And that's his qualifying over for now. The greatest he'll be starting this race is P8. Oh yeah, Mr. Bean is supposed to be in the Mercedes, but he's in the V-Carb. Well, I'm pretty sure he was in the Mercedes when we were in the lobby. As he does, Mr. Bean knocking up into turn 1. This is going to be his one and only lap here in qualifying. Unless he bowls it here, he's going to have just enough time. As you see, Mercedes, I think Mercedes and Aston Martin getting out of the way there. And thankfully not impeding, as I'm pretty sure the X5 stewards do not want to be dealing with the frustrated amount of tickets. That's what happened in X3. Yeah, I saw how many tickets there were. And Mr. Bean continue on in their lap through the tricky turn 9. Does really well, Mr. Bean there. Good exit, good entry. That was really good there from Mr. Bean. Roycho just ahead, giving Mr. Bean just a bit of slipstream as he does move out the way. Mr. Bean could have benefited from a bit of a slipstream there. As uphill now, finishing sector 2, 107.437. I have no clue whether that's good or bad. I have not been keeping track. Mr. Bean is gonna through the final corner now. No incident there, but he's not. Mr. Bean hasn't. Oh no, now he's going to drain all that battery. No, he's not. What are you doing? It's only P11 from Mr. Bean, 129.5, but oh no, he's going again. Mr. Bean's going again. Makes sense as J fatality. He just come out of the pits. You know, I'm pretty sure he's done it lap already. So 128.976 with Mini Miko also beginning at that. We'll run on board with someone who's further down in that. That's an Alpine who's in the lead. It's Alpine though. Snipesy on the outlap, but they're not going to make it in time. So the closest one to the line right now is Crazy, but Crazy's 4 tenths down in the first sector. There's no hope. There doesn't look like there's going to be any hope for Crazy's lap. As 4 tenths down in the first sector, well, he's got to have a blinder over the rest of the lap to catch up to Dion. As Just Sam, the competitor behind him, 128.5. And Ellen behind. Anyways. Crazy in third. I couldn't see the sector 3 time or sector 2 time. Oh god, I'm having a mare at the moment. It's Crazy is putting into the pits. Ellen has retired from the session. Ellen doesn't look like to be improving too. So Crazy might just got a bit lucky here as Royjo extends that lead to a 127.775. Dion not improving on his sector 1 and 2 times. It looks like it's going to be Royjo who's going to take pole position here as Dion does indeed pull into the pit lane. And that's going to be his qualifying over. J-Face has the own. Oh, Mr. Bing, what are you doing? You've invalidated. Come on. What is this? Oh, is JB still there? No, JB's invalidated. As we're just waiting on JB. We're waiting on Dion. Oh no, we're waiting on Mini Miko. Just to come into the pits, pull into the garage, which takes a whole which takes a whole millennium in this game. Anyways, that's Roy Joe on pole, but he's not really on pole because he gets this is just a fun joyride for him. Because he's of a higher tier, he's going to get disqualified anyways. So is Dion. So I'm pretty sure that technically puts Crazy on pole. God, this is confusing. Let me have a look. Yeah, that technically does put Crazy on pole position because he is an X5 driver. Roy Joe and Dion just absolutely... They're in their own league at the moment. They're in their own little Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton era at the moment, qualifying 6/10 ahead of the rest. Alright, if you're in the stream, one-stop strategy. This is a one-stopper. Do not let the game fool you. I went from P14 to P2 with a one-stopper. Trust me. Box early for the hard tyres. They go forever in this game. I'm the public strategist. You have Roy, Dion, Ellen, and J Beast. Yep. Thanks, Shaz. Hopefully my wise words have got to the drivers. If I see any two stops, what? If I see any two stops, I won't be happy. You never two stop on a 50% race unless it's Hungary. Anyways, 5 lights are out for the first round in X5. It's lights out and away we go. It's just Sam takes the lead, but he's got a drive-through penalty for a jump start. As Roy Joe gets away well from Dion behind Crazy. Also getting a good start of the Williams. Oh, but that's Mini Miko in the back going off the track to avoid a multi-car collision there. But Roy Joe takes the lead. Roy Joe technically in the lead from Dion, Crazy, Ellen, J Fatality, Gemini, CDO, Mr. Bean and Robsu fighting for the lower positions of P9 and 10. You see them going side by side into turn 4 and continue to go side by side. As Mr. Bean now scrapping along with Snipesy. We're right on board with this. Snipesy on the outside, Mr. Bean on the inside. Mr. Bean manages to get through and stay in 10th position ahead of the Alpine. The Mini Miko there dropping a lot of positions. On the start, Mini Miko going braking a bit too late into turn 1 as there's contact between Mr. Bean and Snipesy, who gets spun round, but JB's taking this opportunity to send one up the inside of Snipesy as the two lost traction going into turn 10. Just Sam in the lead still, but he's going to pull into the pit lane now to serve that drive for penalties. Roy Joe leads the pack ahead of Dion, Crazy and Ellen. Ellen, who's also made a good start, but as Chaz said, going to be disqualified for being in a higher division, reserved in a lower race. So the current win is going to go to Crazy in third position right now, as the top 4 really pulling away at now. With J Fatality in the Alpine, Fatality in the Red Bull, sorry. With CWM and Gemini. What's happened to Gemini? They ghosted. Oh no, they're back. Is Gemini trying to make a move down the inside of CWM, but Doesn't work that attempt, but DRS is going to be activated. So we could see some moves from some drivers going into the main straight, possibly into turn 10, turn 4. They're off a generous amount of DRS zones here. Possible race strategies, God knows, no one's going to follow that. Sort of hard. What are these strategies, man? There's JB flying through the pack at the moment. Just got ahead of Mr. Bean. Now he's trying to make a move on Robsu. If he's smart about this, he'll stay behind the kick Sauber and get some DRS. If that looks like that's going to be a track limit penalty for Robsu. As JB tucks in behind, focuses on that exit. As Dion gets the fastest lap of the race, but we'll cut back to later. Out in front, is Dion going to send one up the inside of Royjo? No, he's not. Dion thinks otherwise, but Royjo's gone deep into the corner. That's going to give Dion a much better exit. And with DRS, Dion is just too far back from the half. As JB there does get ahead of Robson, steals a DRS. Look at this pack of cars all in the back. This is a mighty scrap for the back positions. But oh, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean Mr. Bean making contact with Robsu there. Yeah, just Sam having a loading race at the moment from that drive-through penalty he had. For the front, oh, Royjo though, just getting ahead of Dion, but Dion in the Mercedes just about had DRS there, maybe making it, maybe going too deep into turn 9 possibly, or losing traction in turn 8. So Dion though just about keeping in DRS. He does have just a bit more battery than Royjo at the moment. So we're right on board with Dion in the Mercedes, but Crazy, look at this. Crazy in the Williams, trying to go for a move on Dion, but just doesn't have the ERS to do so. As J Fatality in the Red Bull, moving ahead of CWM. We'll have a look at what tyres, as we have a mix here. Most drivers opt in for the medium tyres, but it's Snipesy and Ellen on the softs, with J Fatality, CWM and Robsu all going for the hard tyres, as that is Gemini trying to send one on CWM, but there's been a spin in the back. That is Snipesy on the exit of turn 3, spinning round there. Do they have any visual front wing damage? I can't really see from this camera angle, but it doesn't look like they have any visual. May have minor damage. It can't be seen on the model of the car. But I'd say Crazy's doing quite a good job at the moment to keep in line with Royjo, Dion and Ellen, who all are at the moment going to be the squad. But Crazy being in this pack is technically 5 seconds ahead of the rest of second. That's J Fatality, because Royjo, Dion, Ellen, and I've said this before quite a few times, aren't going to be disqualified because they're reserving in a lower tier, just so we can get the attendance numbers higher and make ourselves look better. So Crazy's just dropping off there. Ellen behind with a better slipstream, looking for a move round the outside. No, but the door is shut from the Williams in front. And then with all the ERS we have, could maybe try and go for a second move. Just a bit too far back. But what about J Fatality in the Red Bull? Could we see a move from them? No, we can't. Oh, Gemini and JB, Gemini down the inside of JB. Oh, they touch and bang wheels there. Maybe JB not seeing the Alpine coming, but oh, can we see a bit of Fernando Alonso? Look at that! What a move! What a move that was from Gemini! Holy! That is commitment and a half. Oh my god! This battle still continues from Gemini and JB. JB is pushed wide there, and Robsu tried to invite himself down the inside, which he thought about for a second. But just tucks in behind the McLaren, who is very fast, who started from the back of the grid. JB could do a bit of conserving his DRS, as Dion is beginning to approach Voyager yet again, but can't take the lead once more. Robsu, look at that! Absolute rocket! As JB's trying to fight this still. There's still a pack of 4 cars giving it everything. This is some great battling down in X5. JB's is practically pushing the Kickstarter along. He's desperate to get ahead of this pack, but the DRS is just keeping all the others behind. And this is only hurting his tyres, and down the inside goes JB. That was aggressive, but Robson saw it coming. But he still has the inside line, does the Kickstarter. But he's going to try and commit for a move down the inside. JB has been sent by Gemini again. JB has been overtaken by 2 cars down in turn 9. Yeah, that is turn 9. I'm right. Oh, JB trying to get but you see the gap. Still a gap down the middle of Gemini and Robsy, but it was good to not send it down there, or else he would have been sandwiched, and that would have been a major collision between these 3. Sure, Mr. Bean wouldn't have minded that though. But anyways, Gemini is now going to be the one without DRS. So as talked about without DRS, Dion doesn't have DRS. He's going to be passed by Crazy, or is he? Down into turn 1. Crazy sends Dion a bit wide here, opting for a switchback here with Crazy. Can he get the move done? But Dion has DRS again. Maybe Roycho is just slowing down a bit to give him a bit. Oh, what's going on here? There's 5 cars down, 3 wide, turn into turn 2. That's not going to go well. As Gemini is spun and Snipesy gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. 3 wide into turn 2 was never going to work. Never ever going to work. Oh dear. Oh my god. I cut back and all sorts of chaos is happening. But JB's now the leader of this pack. Well, the fastest one of this pack, but I don't think he's going to bring enough pace to contend with CWM and Fatality, as those mediums do run out of grip very fast compared to those on the hard, so we could see Robsu picking through the field very quickly in his next few laps. It's Crazy again, looking for a move down the inside of Dion. But Dion is not going to get the DRS again. Oh wait, is it that? Dion is not going to get the DRS again, as Crazy is going all out here to make it up the inside down into turn 4. The Williams and Mercedes side by side, but Crazy still can't make the move to get up into second place. And Roycho is now pulling away quite a good amount now. Robsu there now ahead of Mr. Bean on the hard tyres. He's going to be very quick, very quickly. Was Crazy again, right on the back of the Mercedes. He's desperately trying to get past Dion there, but Dion now way out of the DRS. He's nowhere near Roycho anymore. Oh, Crazy's gone deep though. That could invite Ellen into some action. He's got almost a full battery. Dion into the pit lane. Comes the Mercedes. I think that's a good call there for Dion to stick on the hards now, because that will entice Ellen and Crazy to possibly pit. Maybe Royjo to react to Dion's undercut. As JB gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There's this little ooh, mini Miko there, trying to make a move up the inside of Mr. Bean, but that didn't go well. Is he missing? No, he's not missing an end plate. Couldn't really see the front wing on the Williams there. Thought he was missing an end plate for a second, but it doesn't look like he is. I really like this aerial shot. Look at it. This mini Miko struggling for traction on those medium tyres. It's about time the medium and soft runners come into the pits, I'd say. As Dion got put in a very nice place to build a gap there, 5 seconds ahead, and just ahead of Just Sam, which is very good news for him. I'm not sure. Well, all the other two drivers should also get ahead of Just Sam, and Dion stretching that gap very quickly. That just proves how much the hard tyres are quicker than the mediums at the moment. Royjo is in the pits. Crazy Ellen also. The Crazy stays out. Crazy staying out on the medium still. We'll watch Royjo, actually no, we'll watch Dion. Dion coming through the final corner now, onto the main straight. Is he going to be able to beat Royjo? Does it look like he is going to? You know, he might just be able to get into DRS off the hatch here. Dion comes out, Royjo comes out of the pit lane, but Dion is only 1.5 behind. But Royjo's got to get those tyres up to temperature so Dion can still pick out a couple of tenths and hope for a mistake from the Haas driver, but the pace of Royjo is too quick. He's already starting to pull out just when he came out of the pit lane. Mr. Bean doesn't look like he's making any inroads on Rosser at the moment. That hard tyre looks to be too dominant now for Mr. Bean to make a move, and his best friend just to stick behind for the time being and utilise the DRS as much as he can. He's gliding all over the place. He's on an ice rink. As Mini Miko is the first to get a track limit penalty. There, JB stands nicely on 10 seconds. It's Crazy now into the pits. As Ellen, they've gone for the medium. Ellen's doing a two-stop. What are you doing? I told you I wouldn't be happy. Ellen's bottled it. Ellen's bottled it. Why the two? No. Ellen gets ahead of Crazy and is right behind Dion, but those mediums aren't doing 18 laps. Ellen's committed to a two-stop strategy. Oh, the two-stop. I'm sorry for you, Ellen, but you just ruined yourself. The one-stop strategy. Royjo's still in the lead. Two seconds now separates Royjo and Dion. Dion had quite a good effort in qualifying to get a bit close to Royjo, but Royjo ultimately has the best race pace of the whole field at the moment. And it's just gapping Dion by, I'd say a good 4 tenths a lap at the moment as it stands. As Dion does have the Aston Martin of Ellen all over him. And talking about that, Ellen is not all over the back of Dion anymore. It's a big mistake there, going uphill into turn 11. Costed Ellen quite a bit there, but she's still fortunately going to have DRS on the Mercedes, so the mistake in the end isn't going to be that vital. As Royjo now is going up to the people who haven't pitted yet. Royjo past Mr. Bean, who's yet to make his stop, and is now behind Robtu, who Robtu shouldn't fight this one already. Robtu's taking the defensive line here, but Royjo's going to send one round the outside. Better grip, better tyres, should make the move stick. As the outside line turns into the inside, as Royjo gets the move done in the end. As Ellen now, 3 second time penalty for track limit. Mr. Bean's yet to make his stop. Come on, Mr. Bean, get on the hard tyres. Come on. Yeah, Dion now's gonna make his way through the traffic. Not yet, doesn't have the arcade. There's another yellow flag. That's an Alpine. That is the Alpine of Gemini. Gemini in the Alpine. Maybe losing it on the ExA turn 3. Just like his teammate did, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Not 100% sure. But J Fatality and CWM have been battling all race here. Haven't really had much screen time, so might as well give them some, but it's going to have to be taken away. As we've got a three-way, or a two-way battle here. Mr. Bean John pulls into the pit lane, but Ellen is going to capitalise on the slipstream. Has the fresh set of tyres, as they get close to making contact there, but Dion has to sacrifice his exit here and the DRS, but Dion ultimately is going to just about be ahead by the time they exit turn 4. As J Fatality and CWM side by side into turn 4, now they can have their screen time as J Fatality makes the move for the lead on this race, but the net lead of this race, but Royjo is technically in the lead since these two have yet to make their stop. These two haven't come a cropper yet. They've had a good battle at the moment. Don't think they've been scrapping too aggressively, losing too much time. Just been pulling each other along with DRS, which I quite like from some drivers. Because, you know, they could work together actually. If they just they've got similar pace. They've been with each other the whole race. If they just pull each other along with DRS, they may be able to do some sort of overcut and really push their tyres at the end of the race. Oh, but CWM goes a bit wide there. As Fatality's going to be all over this. It's like he's in the 2023 Red Bull. Absolutely zoomed by the Ferrari. And takes the lead of this race. And Royjo, 9 seconds behind these two. It's going to be a little while until we see the hard runners put into the pits. As Dion is still behind, but he's not behind the kick Sauber anymore. As it's now Ellen's job to get ahead of the neon green car. As Dion just running wide on the curb a bit there, as all he makes a little mistake there with Dion having to recorrect the steering going to turn 8. As that brings Robtu ever so closer, and that's actually going to help Dion. His own mistake's helping him here, because he's pulling Robtu along here, and he's making it a bit hard for Ellen to make the overtake. Dion, 8 fresh lap old hard. And you know what? Royjo really isn't making much of an impression towards the two guys out at front. As there's a yellow flag in sector 2, that's Gemini again. Gemini on the gravel, out of the turn, just on the entry of turn 7, spinning there. Alpine are not having a good day. Not having a good day at all. As I think, oh no, that's Mini Miko and Anan Game on the 2 stop. No. not the two-stop. The two-stop doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. But Ellen now gets ahead of Rob 2 and now can try and get back at Dion and possibly pressurise him into making a couple track limit mistakes. As CWM and Fatality still going for it down to turn 9 this time. But I'll take this opportunity to have a look at, there's Dion's name anywhere. Dion, oh, 2 track limit warnings for Dion, 1 more and he's on a 3-second time penalty. Now it looks exciting a bit, knowing that he's 1 away from a track limit. CWM and Fatality still on the same set of tyres. They started this race on and so is Rob 2. As I think you could stretch these hard laps to the end of the race, because they will last for an absolute eternity in this game. CWM pulls to the inside. They're thinking Fatality's going to fight this as much as that. Is that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is! Safety car! Gemini has retired in a very awkward place. Alright, I'll have a look to where that's... Must get that one looked at, I can't lie. As oh, Mr. B, no, what have you done? Mr. B, do not go into the pits. Do not. Oh, okay, yeah, you know. You can't serve the drive-through under VSC, but oh, look at this. CWM and J Fatality are gonna be loving this. As Rob 2 come onto the sides. Well, he has been there. Oh no, but they're this might not work. This might not work for them actually, because they're gonna have to go on them. They're gonna have to go on the mediums for a good time. I'd say it's best for Royko or Dion to stay out here on the hard, unless they have another set they can use. But I'm pretty sure if you pick the standard tyre allocation, you only get 1 set of hards, unless one of them pick the harder tyre allocation. Therefore they get 2 sets as CWM and J Fatality fall into the pits, and so does Royjo. Royjo in the pits, Dion also in the pits, and Ellen on the pits, into the pits as well. Everyone behind has also said it except for just Sam and Mr. Bean. Again, oh no, they do have another set of hard tyres. Dion's going onto the hards. As Ellen onto another set of medium tyres. I'm going to watch out for Dion here. I think he's done the right call. I think Dion's done the right call to move on to the hard tyres here. It's going to be about 10 laps of racing. I'd say give the first 5 laps, the medium's going to be better. By the next half of this final stint of racing, I'd say the hard's going to be better. So I'd say watch out for Dion here. As long as he sticks in the DRS, with Voijo, and that he doesn't pass J Fatality or CWM too quickly, Dion's in with a shot for the win, kind of. This is interesting. You know, those medium tyres will make it to the end. Pretty sure soft. Soft is an outlier for me. I think the soft tyres will make it. The soft tyres will make it. safety car should be, I'd say, in at the end of next lap. Or that's if Snipesy gets to the pack by the end of Sector 3, which he should do. Or he could be a bit of a menace and just back off a bit before the end of the next lap. That's the safety car. Well, a bit weird this game. Because let's just use this as an example. If the whole pack is together by Sector 3, the safety car will go this lap. If it's not, the safety car will go around another lap. That's how it works. Because then, if the safety car goes around another lap, that's just going to be a bigger advantage for CWM, Fatality, Mojo, well, everyone on the mediums basically, and it's going to disadvantage Dion and Mini Miko. But yeah, it does look like with this pace, Nightsea is going to catch up to the rest of the pack. Should do. Unless they back off a bit and let the safety car go on again. Who knows? Yeah, I really like these aerial camera angles we're getting. I've got to say that move. I think that who did that move down in turn 9 again? I think it was Gemini. Oh god, that was lovely. That was such a beautiful move. I'm gonna have to look at stream again and have a look, because that was like Fernando Alonso 2023 Bahrain, but better. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. If there was overtake of the week, that would be it right there. Even though the only two races I've seen are X4 and X5. But anyway, safety car is in at the end of this lap. As well, the safety car is starting to flashing up there. There's going to be 11 laps on racing action, which is good. 11 or 10 as Gemini has left the session. CWM leading the pack. Is he going to go on the exit of this corner? No, he's not. Oh no, he is. I think a bit. Yeah, Chris is leading. Fortunately, due to a safety car, but I don't think it is going to be for long. CWM and Fatality have been battling all race. As down the inside the Red Bull goes, as Royco all over the back of the Red Bull, and the Red Bull all over the back of the Ferrari. Fatality's getting the Citroen has used all his battery up. But CWM also tanking that energy system. But he stays in the lead with Royco not too far behind with a lot of battery in his car. Dion, there it is. Gets a 3-second time penalty to track limits. That's not good with the safety car we've just had. Oh, but CWM goes wide into the ExA turn 9. That's going to invite Fatality. So no, he's not going to make a move. CWM using a bit more ERS there, just to move himself a bit further up. Okay, not many moves being made under the 6-squad Mini Miko. Just not putting in that much pace at the moment on the hard tyres. Separated the field into two little gaggles here. The DRS is now enabled. CWM flashing red on his car. Less DRS input is down the inside. Goes Royco on both of them. CWM is not going to have that for any second, but he's not going to get DRS. The Ferrari doesn't have DRS and he drops down to third. By the end of the first sector, the driver that was leading is now down at the third place in Royco. It's definitely going to blast off now with the pace that he's carried this race. But as we all know, Roy Joe is going to get disqualified for being in a higher division. That is going to pay. But so the race victory is really on between Fatality and CWM at the moment. Yeah, he did avoid a nasty one there. He's good awareness, which is always something good to have as a driver. CWM, you know what, Rojo actually isn't pulling away as much as I thought he would. But Dion still is managing just to keep behind on that hard tyre, as those mediums wear a lot more compared to the hard tyres. So Dion pace practically is going to get faster and faster each lap that passes. And here goes CWM past Fatality. He's going to take the inside line and he's going to park it on the racing line. Gets a good exit there, and CWM should stay in second place, which he is. Dion not too far behind, but he does have that 3-second time penalty, and that's not something good to have in this train of cars. And Ellen as well, who's at the back of this pack. Not many laps to go. Was that CWM? Fatality? Yes, those two have been at it the whole race. As up the inside of turn 9. As CWM doesn't have DRS, Roger now extending that lead to a very, very good 1.3 seconds. I don't think we're going to see much of Roger this race anymore. Maybe he's just going to zoom off into the distance. Here we go again with DRS, one more. CWM has none of the DRS. Fatality's got loads, and he's also going to have the slipstream. He's also going to have the DRS. There's no chance he doesn't get past. He's already flying by the time he gets to the DRS detection zone. And there we go. And what about Dion? Dion's also interested in this battle. Makes the move up the inside of the Ferrari. Very close to the back of the Mercedes. There's Crazy and Robsu. Robsu being forced on the track a bit there, but Robsu's going to make the move on TWM. But no, he's not Crazy on the mediums, trying to make a move. Robsu is going to have to get serious in the next lap or two, because those softs are going to be gone by then. That was all Crazy, getting a bit on the exit. Right, CWM is just going to need to sit in the DRS, build up his DRS a bit and just go for it. And he's falling a bit from the likes of Dion and Fatality, but Fatality got a good amount of paper. He's matching Roger at the moment, which is quite surprising to be honest. Oh, Mr. B. Oh, Mr. B did spin. I didn't realise. Oh. They do lift after braking. That is something. Well, mind you, X4 only had 2 tickets, which wasn't bad. So there's been 1 or 2 incidents this race so far. Not many. Been very good racing from these lot at the moment, so I don't expect many reports to be made, or in fact any. I think maybe just one. There's an incident I think Snipes he might have spun. Back in lap 10 or back down like lap 9 or 10, and there was a whole gaggle of cars. But yeah, Dion now ahead of Fatality. That is made CWM a bit more happy there, as his main competitor here falling down to 3rd. He's going to want to make a move on him, or just bide his time, as Dion on those hard tyres I think will start to make an impression on Rojo. Because I'd say those medium tyres have got to be around 30% now, and those cars are only going to be around 10%. So I'd say Dion's going to start putting it together anytime soon and start gaining on Royjo. Gap now is 1.6 seconds, but Dion is going to have the likes of Fatality and CWM all over the back of him, or even side by side of him. As Mini Miko has a 3-second time penalty. That's Alan round. Oh no! Both the V cards are round and both of them. That's both of them now. I think that was Mini Miko. I think getting their second track limits penalty. Yeah, Fatality. While that was happening, Fatality has got ahead of Dion again. The DRS really helping these guys actually. Fatality hooks it up together through these next combination of corners. He might be able to get DRS on the half, but that is very unlikely, and the chances of that happening it's not going to happen whatsoever. As Dion's going to just sit back here and wait for the DRS to come, probably on the main straight. CWM behind, he wants some. CWM wants some of this action. He's all over the back of Dion. He just gets a bit crossed over on the exit there. Crazy. And Robsu's really starting to drop now on those softs. Like I said, a couple laps ago, he's going to start getting a move on any time soon, or he's going to be dropping back and back and back. Here comes CWM in the Ferrari, completely draining that battery. Dion's ahead of the Red Bull. Is CWM going to get ahead of the Red Bull? Yes, he is. Or is he? Just lifts off the brake there just to get a bit more deep in the corner. It's J Fatality getting a better exit over the Ferrari. In the end, it's not going to do much as CWM is going to stay ahead of the... hits the back of Dion. Just braking a bit too late there is CWM, and I'm not sure he shouldn't get damage from that. I didn't see anything fly off the car, but hopefully his car is okay to continue racing, or his front wing is okay to continue racing. He's still going to be inside DRS, and he's going to need to pull it together here to stay in DRS again. He's draining that battery. Down the straight. Dion on that hard tyre is ultimately going to be faster. Looks like he's not going to make it in the end. As the battle for, well, the lead of this race between CW and Fatality continues. Since Royjo is going to be disqualified, Dion's going to be disqualified, third, fourth and fifth are going to be promoted to first, second and third. We begin lap 4 laps to go now. As again we see a move from the Red Bull on the Ferrari. That has been happening all race now. These two have been battling, I've said this before, but these two have been battling all race and I don't think they've made contact once. It's been really good driving from these guys. With Dion now, Dion's starting to make an impression on my cards. I knew I was going to be right here. Near the end of this, the hard tyres aren't going to be much faster than the mediums, because Royjo is pulling out possibly half a second a lap on Dion when they were both on the hard. Now Dion's putting Royjo in by like 2/10 a lap. We could see Dion take the lead of this race, but I don't think he's going to win it because of that time penalty. But I think he'll win on track, however. DRS once more. Mr. EXA CWM_99. He's going to try and send it down the inside. Brave on the brakes there from the Ferrari to get the move done up into turn 1 and stay, or is he going to stay ahead of the Red Bull? This is crucial here. Ford is basically the lead now, because as his closing stage has gone down, these two, it's going to be whoever stays ahead this lap may be in the lead on the final lap. Because these two have been swapping positions every lap, so this might go in the way of J Fatality, or it could go in the way of CWM. But what about Rob 2 though? On the 11 lap old soft tyres, he's cooking. I've got to say, he's got a lot of pace on those soft tyres. Where did he even start? 5 positions up from Fatality, started in 8th, Rob 2 started in 10th. Well, Dion's just starting to drop back now. I think the age is starting to get to him. I think that the old age of Dion is starting to get to him now. He's starting to just drop back a bit. It's a bit unfortunate for CWM. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with those softs. He's cooking, but the tyres are cooked. They've got to be. 11 laps on the softs, they've got to be puncture territory or something. I don't know how he's keeping up pace with these guys. Yeah, he's just dropped back a bit now as CWM soared out into the lead. But does he really want to keep the lead at the end of this lap? Because J Fatality is going to get right back at him here. And he's got to really hold his own. Turn that ERS onto none. Yeah, which he's already done. And fill it right back up for a last push. Read my line, CWM. He knows exactly what he's doing. Put the ERS on line, fill it all the way back up, use it for a final send on the final lap. And J Fatality does have his ERS on medium, so does Rob 2. That's allowed these two to catch up a ton. As he puts the overtake on now. J Fatality stays off. CWM on 40%. J Fatality on 70. As a CWM from J Fatality from Robsu. Robsu though, 90% ERS. Robsu could even pull one out of the bag here. On soft tyres. 12 lap old soft round Bahrain. I don't know how they haven't exploded yet. But DRS. One last time down the final stretch, he wants the final lap. J Fatality's going to get ahead of CWM. Not much he can do here, as he was going to want to give it all. Best exit he ever won down into turn 2. But J Fatality's just going to stay ahead. Not much CWM can do at all. As he makes contact, he's right behind the Red Bull. This is it, one final push. We get all of Hayes on the back of CWM. Send one down the inside. Yes, he does. There's a bit of contact there, but the Ferrari gets ahead on the final lap. This is all still to play for. Down into turn 9, Dion has managed to catch up to Voyager, but that doesn't matter. Those two don't matter. The battle right here is for the battle of the back, as here comes Robsu on J Fatality. Robsu out of nowhere up into P4 on the softs. CWM looks like he might just be able to put this in the bag. But could Robsu do anything on the final corner? Get all the time where all the grip he can from those softs. But it's going to be a win for Voyager, followed by Dion in second place. But it looks like it's going to be CWM. He feels like this epic battle for third, Robsu in fourth, J Fatality in fifth, as Crazy finishes in sixth, Enon in seventh. J Beast in the McLaren crosses for eighth, but just Sam gets ahead of him. As Mini Miko and Snipesy on the hard tyres. He's going to fill out for 10th and 11th place. And Anand, oh, what's happened there? Anand is going to get 12th place, but we're going to watch Mr. B. Will Mr. B get the final lap? Will get the fastest lap of the race? As in, CWM is going to win. Roy, Joe, Dion, Ellen and JB all going to be disqualified since they race in a higher division. That means the win is going to go to CWM. Second place to Robsu, and J Fatality is going to finish in third. But will Mr. Bean get the fastest lap of the race? Yes, he does. That's an extra point for him. I'm sure he'll take that any day. JB's gets right. Nah. CWM's driver of the day for me. Nah, they're a really good drive. And from Jay, gotta give it to J Fatality as well. Pretty sure that's his debut race. Had it battled CWM all race long. Really good driving standards from the both of them. Love their battle. Really good driving acceptance from the both of them. Good drive. Maybe. Heroic drive to P10. Yeah. Well, that's not going to be. That's going to be P6 actually. Not really P10 because 4 drivers ahead of you are being disqualified. Because, like I said, racing higher div. Oh, look at all those track limits. There's all the track limits there, and well, Mr. Bean, just about got the final lap there actually. Roy Joe had the fast, well, yeah, and Mr. Bean getting the fastest lap by 2 tenths there. Yeah, that is a good drive, good recovery, gotta say. I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue how Robsu managed on those soft tyres to get to the end. Yeah, tyre wear around Bahrain is just awful. It's one of the worst. It's literally one of the worst tyre. I think it is the worst with tyre wear across the whole game. But anyways, that's going to be it for X5 Round 1, kicking off the season with a very stunning race. And X5 will be back next week for I've got to double check. Pretty sure it's Austria. I mean, I'm racing there Tuesday, so I should know. Where is it? Yeah, it is Austria. X5 will be back next week on Sunday, 7 PM BST time for Austria.